Ahoy! Welcome everybody at another edition of the Zlín Film Festival Bubbles, where we welcome festival guests. As the West Ham fans sing at every game, we'll be forever blowing bubbles, and that's what we will do even now that the Zlín Film Festival is almost over. Still, we're happy to welcome new guests in our bubble. Like today, we have Anika Mätzke, who was the director of a film called Jonja.
Yes.
And we guess that Anika will tell us what the film was all about.
Yeah. Here to the camera, or
to me?
You? Okay. Yeah, Jonja is a film for youth and for children. I don't know, it depends. And Jonja is our main protagonist, and she turned 13 years old at the beginning of the film. And she has a problem because she wants to go to holiday with her best friend Paul, but she didn't tell her mother because there are some struggles at home, so she can't tell her that she wants to go to this holiday with his family. But she decides to go anyway without telling her mother. And yeah, then it's a long time. It's a just happy summer holiday film about friendship. They are very good friends, Paul and Jonja, and also about love, because Jonja falls in love with the girlfriend of Paul's brother. This is Melanie, but at first she doesn't know so much. What is it? Is it love? Is it? And so on. And she finds out on this way, in this holiday, but then it happens what must happen. Her lie comes up and her mother finds her because she missed her and she went to the police, and so a big drama happens. And
don't give away all the spoilers, but yeah, you made a very good description. Some words I pick up from your summary.
Yeah.
One is summer.
Summer, a lot of summer.
There's a lot of summer.
Yeah, that's what we wanted, and we made it.
How was that? Did you film in summer?
Yes.
Did you have to pretend?
It's all studio. No. We filmed in summer last July and August. And we had very much luck with the sun, because it was, for the team, it was very hard, but I was lucky every day, about 35 degrees to shoot whole day. And this was tough for shooting, but great for the movie.
But then I wonder, because that's something that I really liked about this film. You have this summer feeling, bright colors, but at the same time the light is always very soft. We don't have this hard summer light burning the screen. Everything is very mild and very, very damped. That was on purpose, nice. I suppose?
Yeah, that was on purpose. And I think, we wanted to cover this feeling of summer and holiday. And maybe it's always a little bit like the memory of the summer already. So when you think back to create summer holidays, then this is what we wanted to create, that the film feels like a memory already.
There is a theme of friendship between Paul and Jonja.
Yes.
It's a really strong friendship.
Yeah.
They can really trust each other.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to picture, and this is why it's also so dramatic if this is in danger, this friendship. And it was really important to me, as I wrote it and as I always pitched it to people, to go sure they're just friends and there's nothing. Because everyone, like in a production or at pitchings or something, they always said, but it would be nice if Paul would be in love with Jonja, and then he's jealous about her other love. And I was, I don't know, let's see. But I was sure I don't want this. And I hope this worked. I mean, there are still people watching it and they think, they will come together, Paul and Jonja. But for me, it worked really good. That there's never a question between them.
No, but there is a certain tension in the narrative, because you always expect that Paul maybe will react, but then you're
that's okay, yeah.
But you're proud that he doesn't, and that in the end.
And that people who think that, then they see, okay, well, I can get support.
So it's a great statement about the reliability of true friendship, I think. Your main character, Jonja, in the beginning, she's a little bit like girlish. She doesn't come across as a very strong person. Her clothing is a bit childish. She rides this little bit silly bicycle, I must say. Maybe it's the coolest bicycle in Germany, but I didn't feel like that to me. She's very innocent. Her physical appearance changes by the end of the film.
Yeah, that's right. I think she also, and this is maybe also something special about summer holidays. You have this time, you are not at school and you are out in this world. And I think a lot of changes happen in this time, especially in this age. And yeah, I think she really finds herself a little bit better, but in this time, before that she just goes from day to day, and okay, there's Paul friendship, there are her other friends and everything, but this holiday and what she struggles with and also what she can solve in this time, yeah, I hope makes her more self-confident and makes her more, yeah, to stand to herself and to know a little bit more who she is and who she can be or will be.
When you talk about first love, not only with Jonja, but also with other characters in the film, like Paul's brother. You use, it's unavoidable that you also use a cinematographic language that is very clear and it's very physical. And I can imagine there will be a lot of giggling in the cinema when you have these long shots of teenagers clumsily touching each other. You had to find the right cinematographic language to show that.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. If it's the right, we will see in more screenings. But of course, this was always a discussion and thinking about, yeah, how do we show it? How much do we show? And we didn't want to make it too much cliché or with too naked or something. It should be the right way in between physically, but also, yeah, just what Jonja thinks about it, because we always see how Jonja sees the world. And she observes Theo and Melanie, how they kiss. And I think this is more important, that we see how she reacts to it and how she sees that for the first time, because she saw people kissing before, but not like this and not in her state of mind. And yeah, I forgot the question, but this is how we
I have another one, because
it.
this was about the cinematographic language that you use. But when it's about Jonja's first love, which appears to be a girl, you also need to find the right verbal language. They need to find the right words to talk about it. And you can feel that it's very difficult, that they don't know what words they should use to describe what they feel when Jonja and Paul talk about it. They want to talk about it, and you made them talk, but with very specific...
Yeah, actually there were a lot of process in the script. There were a lot of versions of the scene where she directly says it. She says, "I'm in love with Melanie." There were also versions where she said even less than now, so she didn't even tell him, but he somehow knew. When we were always in between this.
Did she say, "I'm in love with Melanie"?
No. I mean in the script. In the script,
okay,
we had a lot of versions
yeah.
with the scene, because we didn't know how much we wanted to be clear about it. And I think what we wanted always to do, and what I hoped worked now, or I'm very happy with the scene how it's now, that she says it and she knows he understands it, but they don't talk too much about it, because this is another step. Because I think this is also something, depending to how they change in the time, that they learn to talk about things. Until then, their friendship is very, they're doing stuff together, they're having fun, they're laughing, and they're always talking around the corner about things. And I think this is a big step for their friendship, that they nearly completely talk about things, even if she doesn't say it out loud. It's important to her that Paul knows what is about her feelings.
And he reacts really...
And he reacts really nice, yeah.
They also have other ways to talk about things. There is this one scene where they comment a film that is screened. And they say funny things about what happens on the screen, like saying the dialogues that we don't hear from the real film. They replace them. But it also says a lot about who they are and how they feel. How did you work with that scene?
Actually, we also used, I think we did some improvisation about it before, and we were practicing, and then we pick out something from the original script. So some of them were written, and some of them they just added. And so I think this was really useful, that they had their own kind of humor, and being young and doing stupid jokes. And this was what the scenes now also lives from.
Do you have strong summer memories about being young and doing stupid jokes? Is it based on that?
Some stuff of that. I mean, it's always a mix-up of a lot of things, but I think it's a mix of things I remember and things how, yeah, I imagine it could have been nice too. Yeah.
We don't know much about her home situation. Actually, we don't know much about the grown-ups at all. They're very much non-visible throughout the entire film. And that was, I guess, no coincidence.
No, that's right. Yeah, actually, often it was a little bit, yeah, when you're on the set and there are these adult actors and they are good actors and they are there and then you have to tell them, we shoot this now and then we will show you. And it's always like, it's not really a film about you and they know this, but they are still great actors on the table and important.
Yeah, but you do it pretty radical.
Yeah.
Like Jonja's parents. Where are they?
Yeah, I mean, her mother has her time, and it's also important to get to know her a little bit. But yeah, of course, it's from Jonja's perspective, and from should also be from the eye of kids in this age. And actually, I wasn't that interested in adults' life.
Exactly, because you can feel that something's wrong with the home situation, but you're never too explicit about it. We have to fill in all the empty spaces ourselves.
Yeah, that's right.
That's nice that you have so much confidence in your audience. I hope you also have confidence in us, because we're going to ask you something special.
Okay.
You just arrived in Zlín.
Yes.
Do you already know what Zlín is all about, the city?
I read the Wikipedia article a little bit.
And what was the key word in the entire article?
Oh my God, there's this building by Thomas, who has also the same name like university, I think, some Thomas?
Everything in this town has the same name.
Okay.
Everything in this town is called Batja.
Yeah.
Because of the shoes.
Okay.
It's, the whole city is built on a shoe empire,
industry,
and that's why we ask the guests in our, put your feet on the table and tell us about the shoes you're wearing today.
Okay.
Every shoe comes with a story.
Yeah, I just bought them last week because I had no good shoes to come here. So I bought them, and it's my first pair of white sneakers, actually. I know white sneakers are very chic for a long time now, but this is my first pair. And so I'm not so confident about them yet. But I like them, and actually they are some kind of fair, ecological brand. And so I
but
think
you don't feel confident about your sneakers?
Yes.
Okay,
but
because otherwise I would go out on the street, ask 10 random people to come in, and all of them will say, wow, this German director really has cool sneakers. And by the way, they also look very ecological, fair trade. So thank you for showing your shoes. And,
I'm happy I had some.
Yeah. And sharing your shoe story with us. You can feel confident about the shoes. You can feel confident about the film.
Thank you.
And at this very same moment, the screening is going on in the big cinema in town. So we will let you go so you can run to the cinema and on your sneakers, exactly, and hear the overwhelming applause that you will get for this beautiful film. Jonja, thank you so much for being here. Thanks to everybody for being with us in the Zlín Film Festival Bubbles. It was a true pleasure, and we hope to see you somewhere in the festival or in the city of Zlín. Ciao.